Hi writers, it's Tuesday. I wanted to start by giving you an overview of your writing lessons for this week. So yesterday on Monday, you were supposed to make a drawing of the coolest place you can remember being with your family and draw you and your family in that place. You're going to need that picture for today's lesson. Our work this week is going to be on adding details to our pictures. So today is Tuesday, we're going to add details in our drawing. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, we're going to add details by coloring. And on Thursday, we're going to write some labels or a sentence that goes with our picture. So for today's lesson, you need your picture that you drew yesterday, and you shouldn't have colored it yet. If you did accidentally color it already, that's okay. You can either start a new picture for today, or you can just look back at your work and see what you might want to do if you need to revise it or fix it at all. The other thing that you might want to have out for today's lesson is you might want to have out your Illustrators Checklist. You could also just pause this video and take a peek at mine. My Illustrators Checklist already is marked because it's the one that I used last week. I'm just going to be using it again. So what I'm doing today is I'm looking at the picture that I created, and I want my picture to tell my story without me telling my story in my words. So my picture is supposed to be a picture of our family and friends of our family at the beach. So I'm going to start with my Illustrator's Checklist and make sure that I've included all the important parts that really tell my story. So the first thing on the Illustrator's Checklist is my picture matched my story. Well, my story is about being at the beach. So I have some things that match that. Like this is supposed to be the sand down here, and there's a bucket, and here's some beach chairs, and I tried to draw people in their bathing suits. It says I drew the important people. Well, I have included the important people. I'm back here under the umbrella, and I just noticed I didn't draw the umbrella. And here's one of my friends and another friend, and here's all the kids, and there's Mr. Edwards. So I have the important people in there. Then it says the faces match the feeling of the story. We're having fun at the beach. So everybody you'll see that I drew a face on has a smile. I want to keep that going throughout the picture. So I'm going to add a smile here. This is supposed to be our friend Logan. And this is supposed to be my son Noah here. And everybody was happy that day at the beach. So I want to make sure that I make those faces match the feeling of the story. Now this next one, I'm really going to have to work on a bit. It says I included details. Okay, details could be action, like something that you're doing. Could be size, like making grown-ups look bigger, or objects, things that tell your story, especially kind of where you are and what you're doing. So my sizing I think is pretty good. All the kids are kind of smaller and the adults are kind of bigger. We might look a little smaller because we're in the background there, but I tried to make the sizing right. And I tried to make some action too. Like here's a bucket of water in his hand because he's bringing over for the sand. And Mr. Edwards was bringing over one too. But I realized over here I forgot the object. I want to make sure that I draw that bucket in his hands too. So I'm going to add that detail. When I draw details like buckets on the beach, that lets my reader know that we are playing in the sand. Okay, let's see, other objects. Well, back here, I'm supposed to be under the umbrella. That's why I didn't give myself a head with my friend. So I'm going to add that detail of the beach umbrella. When people see umbrellas, they know that it's either raining outside or that you're at the beach, because those are times that you use the umbrella. Here's an object that I put in. I put the cooler down here, and you know what? I could add some little shovels down here in the sand. So we have those too, and lots of other little tools like that. Let's see, let's give Maya a tool too. She got a shovel for sure. We had a lot of them laying around. Okay. Now the next thing says, I drew a setting. I'm going to include my setting by making sure that I draw and color some things the right way. So this is supposed to be sand here. So I kind of drew that a little bit by making it come up like this. But I also could make it look more like the beach by adding some waves down here at the bottom, like where the water comes in, and maybe in the background. To let you guys know we are outside, I could put a couple clouds. It wasn't a cloudy day, but I could include the sunshine too. Those details help my reader know that we're outside and also that we're at the beach. Now it says, I didn't draw things that weren't there. Okay, sometimes when we start drawing, we just get carried away and draw some extra things, but I was really focused on my drawing. I don't have extra things that aren't there. Okay, we're gonna work on number 7 tomorrow, making our pictures accurate with our color choice and extra details to make them look realistic. Okay, so as you look at your picture that you drew yesterday, look back at it and make sure that you've included these important details so that your picture tells the story. Enjoy!